All right, welcome to Money Never Sleeps. This is a show where we talk about anything and everything that impacts the flow of money from around the corner to around the world. And today is the day as I do every week, I'm speaking about cryptocurrency and what's going on, especially what's going on today. We had the cryptocurrency meltdown. You've seen everything from Bitcoin, Ethereum, all across the board take steep drops today, and it was being pointed towards what they were doing in China, that they were going to ban or prevent the people from getting involved in crypto and everything else. The bottom line is that's a head fake. Okay, China itself, what they've done, they have their own cryptocurrency right now, which represents their fiat currency. Okay, so basically, they don't want any interference. They want people just to utilize what they have, which I understand. But what people need to understand is that a Bitcoin, a Ethereum, anything like that is not going to replace fiat currency. Okay, Bitcoin especially. I mean, they promoted it as such that it was going to replace the U.S. dollar, replace this, replace not replacing that. It's a store of value. It's like investing in gold, investing in any precious metal, and doing that. There's a limited supply. And basically, what you have going on there is that you have people that are investing in the future of things, and it's grown to be a virtual commodity, and that's what it is, and that's why you have ETFs. That's why you have other things going on there. Now, the big thing about it is that with Bitcoin, again, not being a replacement for fiat currency, not being a currency at all, actually, because it's not going to be utilized for everyday things. So it's more, again, it's more of a gold, a digital gold, as you've heard time and time again, but it's so true. You have a limited supply out there, and basically, there's not going to be any more that's going to come after that transpires. Now, here goes the key thing. Okay, you have the likes of, you have social media that's involved in all this, the Reddits, the Twitters, the Instagrams, and so on and so forth, the meme cryptos, as they had the meme stocks and things of that nature. The reality there is that you have people that are jumping on the bandwagon. They're believing the hype, and they're doing all this stuff. They're jumping in there and they're getting involved. And basically, that's a bad way of going about things. If a crypto doesn't have utility, then what is the purpose? Why does it exist? You have the hype machines that are going out like they did in the days of the pink sheets and the OTC BBs, those bulletin board issues. They were hyping them up. They were using Silicon Investor and everything else to go and do this. And the bottom line is the SEC came in and they put a kibosh to a lot of that stuff, and a lot of people got in trouble. They still get in trouble today for doing stuff like that. But in the world of crypto, you have people that are using Telegram, they're utilizing Reddit and other social media tools to market and promote. Okay. And they're not getting in trouble, which is interesting to me. 50 Cent, when he went and he promoted a crypto, he got spanked. Elon Musk, he promoted Bitcoin. And he said Tesla went in and bought $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin. But then what happened out of nowhere, all of a sudden, oh, Bitcoin is not good for the environment. And oh, by the way, Tesla sold its position, or a vast majority of his position, and booked a profit. Meanwhile, regular Joe investors or institutions are holding the bag. So I don't get why there's nothing that's been done to prevent stuff like that. Okay, and now with this doggy coin, okay, the joke coin of the century, that within itself was created as a joke. And now Elon Musk, he's saying that, hey, this is the future of crypto, and that's bogus, man. Okay, the bottom line is that whole situation is a joke. Now, if he's leaning on the environment situation. Guess what? Guess what? You have Bitcoin. It's going to be hitting its threshold that there won't be any more mining. So that's going to get rid of that. And I say it for investors. Like this meltdown again was a head fake. And I said it earlier that, if it went down to 30,000, Bitcoin went down to 30,000 today, I wouldn't be shocked. And it went down a little more, a little less than that. And then all of a sudden it is back up. It was a buying opportunity for those that were watching it that knew that this was a head fake. And they jumped in and they made money. Okay, they made whatever. They made, 15, 20% in one day. Not a bad gain, huh? If they were looking at it, if you're paying attention. And the reality of things is that if you're looking at a crypto as an investor, look at the utility. Ethereum has utility. They have things going on there. They have things that are being built on the backbone of that platform, and it is a platform. Okay, they have NFTs, they have other cryptos that are being built on top of that, and that within itself gives it value. Okay, again, that came down to was a buying opportunity. I think it went to 1900, 1800, something like that. And it bounced back up into the mid 2000s or wherever it's at right now. The bottom line is, longer term, that's the play. That's the play above anything else, really. Okay, Bitcoin again, it's a store of value. It'll increase in value. It's gonna stabilize, but you're not going to see these crazy gains. People think that it can go to 100,000, it can go here. Yeah, wherever it's going to go, it's going to have a trading range, and that's where it's going to be because you're not going to have a lot. That's what's going to be out there is going to be out there. And the good thing about it, you can utilize it on your balance sheet and stuff like that. And there are things that can be done with it now that a few years ago you couldn't. So that's a good thing that Elon Musk did. He brought that to light, and it allowed a lot of companies to actually do that with their crypto assets. Coinbase. I heard a lot of chatter on all over the place that people saying, "Oh yeah, your money's safe here, this and that," and Coinbase was, you know, was something else. The bottom line is, Coinbase is an exchange for crypto. Just like the New York Stock Exchange is an exchange for stocks and bonds and options, and the Nasdaq and so on and so forth. It's an exchange. It's a lot. It's taking crumbs off the transactions. That's what it does. Now, is the valuation too high? Probably. They're valuing that like it's a tech stock, and it could be a tech play, but it's more of an exchange, and that's where you have it. It's like Tesla is an auto company, but they value it as a tech stock, so it's valued more than all the major car companies put together. So is that a correct valuation? I'll let you be the judge of that. If you're talking about enterprise value, you're talking about the future. Yeah, Tesla has a lot of vision for the future. But if you think for a second that General Motors, Ford, and other companies aren't going to step up and they step up their EV game, if you don't think that other players are going to are going to get involved in the EV game, you're crazy. They are. Okay, and the car itself is not the play. The batteries are the play. You get a battery that works better, more efficiently. It lasts longer. It's safer. It charges quicker. Things like that. That's going to be the value. That's going to be the play. Okay, now going back to the crypto meltdown, again, it was a temporary thing. It happens just with anything else. It's a slight correction of sorts. Maybe it's good that these rumors came out, and then people freaked out and they brought it down and just created an opportunity. Okay, but Bitcoin in this range, hey, it's not bad. Okay, with Ethereum in this range, it's not bad. Will with Bitcoin over the next 6 months, is it going to be here? I wouldn't be shocked if it's at 60, 70, 75,000 at that point. Because it's a store of value. Ethereum, you know, should be valued higher as well because of what it does. And the more it does, the more value it's going to have because they have a revenue generation model there, so it becomes very interesting. And what I'm going to do by the end of this week, I'm going to have a special show based on a particular crypto asset, a digital asset that's like an Ethereum. It has it's a platform and it has other things that are being built on it. It's a pretty interesting project, and I want to talk about it because I think that in itself is going to be something that people are going to have an interest in. And anyway, so when it comes to the cryptos, remember utility one, utility two, utility three. If it doesn't have a utility, what are you getting? What are you involved with it? Unless you like that action, like it's Vegas, and you're following the hype. Other than that, if you're a long-term investor, look for the value. The value add there is the utility and what it can do. It may not be doing it now, but what it can do in the future, and that's the play. All right. Anyway, that's about it for this edition of Money Never Sleeps. So I thank you for tuning in, and I'll be back with you with a special episode by the end of the week, and I think you're going to want to tune in for that. All right. Until then, you guys have a fantastic rest of the week. Thank you.